What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Mind Montez Debate Me. Y'all already know who it is, Montez. It's weekend of college football, and I'm excited about this weekend because the NBA season is back, and college football has been lit, especially last week. Yeah, I know it was Friday the 13th, right? And Melowski, y'all already know Melo, my favorite player. He plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We got the W the first game of the season. I'm just saying we because I am a Melo fan. And just like LeBron James fan, if I can go from Cleveland to Miami, then Miami to Cleveland, I can go wherever Melo go. Melo was a Denver Nugget. Everybody know I was Denver Nugget, but I'm always a Knick at heart. I looked at my boy Porzingis, and he looked good this weekend. Also, could not be stopped. So I think he's going to make the big leap this year. But let's get right into these games. Let's get right into this sports talk. And let's get into these top 5 college football games of the week. Let's go. So the first game of the week, I got number 20 UCF at Navy. I think this game will be close. Actually, every game I got this whole weekend, I think it's going to be close. I think this game will be really close. I got Navy with the upset, beating the undefeated UCF team 24-21. I think Navy triple threat offense wouldn't be stopped. And I think Navy will win this game. So I got Navy 24-21 at home, beating the number 20 team. The next game, I got Syracuse at Miami. I think Syracuse will do it again. 2 weeks in a way. Took out Clemson. Now I think they're going to take out Miami. Miami has not looked that impressive to me. Miami has not looked that great. They've been skinning by, getting off with the skeet, just barely winning and barely getting by. I think Syracuse is going to be the team to stop them because of their offense and their D. I think Syracuse will win 30-27. I think it will be close, but I think Syracuse will pull off another upset and beat another top 10 teams 2 weeks in a row and beat Miami 30-27. The number 3 game of the week is number 10 Oklahoma State at Texas. I got another upset special because I don't know if y'all been watching Texas, but ever since that shellacking on the first game of the season against Maryland, they have been playing very sound defense. It has been close in any game versus anyone. And if you watch the game when they played against Oklahoma, they almost had that one. I think Texas will pull the upset at home and beat Oklahoma State 27-24 because of their defense and their special teams. If you watch their defense and their special team is phenomenal. So I think Texas will pull the upset, and this game will be another upset on the college football weekend. So I think another top 10 team will go down, and Oklahoma State will go down. The number 2 game is number 11 USC at Notre Dame. If you know anything about the USC-Notre Dame rivalry, their games has always been lit, always been close, always been something to watch. So I think that USC will win this game based off their offense. I hope that offensive line can shore up a little bit and just hold it down. And I think that USC with their offense and one great defensive stop will get the W 31-28 USC. And then number 1 game of the weekend, Michigan at Penn State. I was going back and forth on this game. It seemed really hard to choose, and I didn't really know who to go with. Everybody who knows me know I am a Michigan fan. I love Michigan. But everybody know Roll Tide first. But I love Michigan. And I had Penn State making it to my top 4 this year, and I still do. I told you every team I think will have a loss, except Alabama. I think that Michigan will pull the upset. I think Michigan will pull the upset. I think this will be Penn State one loss that they have in the season. I think Michigan will win 24-23. I think because if people don't know, Michigan got the number 1 defense in the nation. I think it's going to be real close. I think the game can go either way, but I think Michigan will pull it out 24-23. So I got 3 upsets this week. Syracuse beating Miami, Texas beating Oklahoma State, and Michigan beating Penn State. Actually make that 4 because I got Navy upsetting UCF, the undefeated UCF. Now let's talk about this NBA season real quick. So I know I didn't get my NBA predictions out, so I'm going to get it out today. It's still the first week of the NBA season, and a lot of things happen. I just want to have a big shout out to Gordon Hayward and just say I hope we have a speedy recovery, and I'm really sorry for the loss of the Celtics. With that, because I actually had them ranked really high this year, and I thought they will be able to pull off the upset of the Cleveland Cavaliers, but only with Gordon Hayward. So, anyway, my NBA season predictions goes as follows. My top 4 teams. The best team in the NBA to me is the Warriors. My second best team, honestly, I think the second best team in the league, honestly, I think it may be the Oklahoma City Thunder. Watching them, looking at the chemistry, I think they are the biggest threat, more than the Cleveland Cavaliers, to take out the Warriors. With all that talent, with Russell Westbrook, and everybody said it's not going to work, Melo going to stop the ball, Melo going to do this. If people know anything about Melo, he is a team player first. Yes, he was jacking, but look who took the most shots. Paul George did. It seemed like the main person of the team is going to be Paul George. Paul George is going to be the main focus of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes, Russell Westbrook is the main focus regardless, but you're not gonna double team any one of those players. And one of those players is going to be on the court at all times. Melo going to get off. It's Melo. He can't be stopped. He's the best offensive player in the league to me. Then you got Russell Westbrook, who's a triple-double machine. He gets his players involved first, and then he scores at will when he wants to, and that's what I noticed the other week. And then you got Paul George, who's a two-way player. He's defensive, he's a scorer, and he's 6'9". So you have all this with Melo playing the 4. You can't name another 4 who can stop Melo. Actually, you can't name nobody who can stop Melo. So with all this combined, and if they just get the chemistry right, I think if they make a trade to get one more asset, like a good 6-man who can give them points off the bench, I think this team can go all the way to the championship, where I think they'll play my third best team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think the path to the NBA Finals is easier now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it got easy because of the situation with Gordon Hayward. I hate it, but that's just what it is. So I think it's easier, but I have 2 sleeper teams, and I think one of these teams can take off the Cleveland Cavaliers if they don't be careful. My 2 sleeper teams in the NFL is the Milwaukee Bucks. If you did not watch them last night, and I know I didn't make my video, but I have witnesses who know me, who've been hearing me when I said this. I think the Bucks are the biggest threat to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But my 4th best team is the Celtics still, because if you watch them, they still look great. They still look good. They still look like they can play. They're defensive. They're young. They're long. But my sleeper team are the Bucks. If you don't look out for the Bucks, Greek Freak is letting y'all know I am a 7-foot freak of nature. Can get a triple-double when I want to. And if y'all didn't notice that, this man is a freaking beast. So that is my sleeper team. They're young and they're ready. My other sleeper team on the West is the Minnesota Timberwolves. If you didn't see all the talent on their team, you got Cat, Jimmy Butler, Andre Wiggins, Jeff Teague, Taj Gibson. They got a whole bunch of talent I don't know how they're not going to be good. If they're not good, then there's something wrong with the coaching. So you got that going for you with the Timberwolves. And I think that the Timberwolves and the Bucks are sleeper teams in the West and in the East. So there you have it. My top 4 teams of the NBA, the Warriors, Oklahoma City Thunder, the Cavs, and the Celtics still. My 2 sleeper teams are the Bucks and the Timberwolves. I can't wait for this NBA season. I'm excited. I think this may be the year my guy Melo make it all the way back to the Western Conference Finals since 2009. And I think he might get back again, but I tell everybody, if Melo make it to the championship, I think he's going to win the championship. So if the Oklahoma City dethrone the Warriors this year, I have the Oklahoma City Thunder winning the championship this year. And I know a lot of y'all may not believe that, or you think that may be foolish or whatnot, but that's my prediction of this year. I think this is what will happen. If no injuries happen, and if they make that trade to get a 6-man, I think the Oklahoma City Thunder will beat the Warriors. And I think it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Cavs in the NBA championship this year. It'll be finally the matchup everybody wanted to see. LeBron versus Melo. And I have Melo winning the championship this year and proving everybody who doubted him wrong. That's just me. That's my hopeful thinking. I know a lot of people saying I'm biased. I know a lot of people think the Warriors just going automatically go on, but I can see the Thunder pulling this off. They have the most talent and they got the most players with chips on their shoulder. Russell Westbrook already told Kevin Durant he coming for them last year, if you didn't see that. Melo got something to prove to everybody in the league who said he can't get it done when he done won on every level. Played 1 year at Syracuse and won the championship. Made the playoff his first 12 years of being in the NBA and just missed it the last 3 or 4 years, and y'all blamed it on him when he played with 125 different players in a 4-year span. How can you build chemistry and have 5 different coaches? So how can you be in chemistry in New York when the New York Knicks were dysfunctional and Phil Jackson started bringing them down? So I think all 3 of them players have something to prove and want to beat anybody in their way, especially with Russell Westbrook. That guy injured, that guy motor is something unbelievable. So in conclusion of all this, I think it's going to be Oklahoma City Thunder, like I said, in the Cavaliers in the finals, Melo versus LeBron. And I think the Thunder will get it done. You already know the West is the best. So that's my NBA preview prediction. That's my college football top 5 games. I hope everybody have a great weekend. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And everybody have a great day. And roll Tide.